it looks like you had a great time out there at Summer League.
We had a blast, but it's time to get back to the...
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Brian, thank you. Donovan Mitchell's mantra is dawn, determination over negativity. He said, quote, I pride myself on being a team player. I'm going to trust my work and keep moving forward. Guys, he is responding.
Oh, he sure is. Good stuff there, Allie. Let's see some of the numbers here for Donovan Mitchell.
And it's incredible how much his three-point shooting has improved this month. His percentage from deep is coming way up, and that's going to help his team. You can never have enough shooters out there on the floor.
So here are the Jazz starting five. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Royce O'Neal, and it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. And for Denver, Aaron Gordon is out there with Nikola Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Lee in at the 2. A bit of a rivalry matchup in this one, Clark. You think we'll see any chippy play because of it?
You know, B.A., I don't think they'll go looking to start something in this game. But you know what? I don't think they'll avoid it if things go south either. So buckle up.
And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. The 3 from Mitchell fires in the triple.
It does a lot for their spacing when Mitchell's draining threes. That's what they want from him. He can really open things up for their bigs inside. Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Mitchell. In the game against Cleveland, very impressive. Got a piece of it. There's the drive, and Mitchell with the slam.
The burst and power of Mitchell on full display. This guy's incredible. Well, despite all he's accomplished, Donovan Mitchell hasn't escaped criticism. Those saying he doesn't have what it takes to get to the next level. I'll tell you what, he's not letting it faze him, though.
Conley against Murray. O'Neal on the wing to the paint. Here's Mitchell. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Mitchell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
All heart. Mitchell scoring down low. I mean, Donovan plays the game with such passion.
Now a timeout called by Denver. And Grant, you talk about that criticism. Mitchell says he's fueled by it. But, you know, it's not all hate. There's a lot of people saying Mitchell is Dwayne Wade 2.0.
Yeah, I mean, both super athletic combo guards. Mitchell at this point is a better outside shooter. Wade a better passer and defender. Look, I'm still taking Wade, but Mitchell is every bit of a star player in this league.
Now here's Mitchell. 7 points in the game.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Bringing you the sauce. Timeout called, the Jazz.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. And they're running. Rips down the breakaway slam.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
The Jazz have gone 3 of 3 out of the gate. Here's Lee driving it.
Nasty right
Down
there.
it
Oh,
goes.
my goodness, that was wicked.
What a nasty finish. And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
Now here's Mitchell, and his scoring average of 31.5 points a game is fantastic. Gobert No good. Had a chance to end the run there. The Nuggets have got all 6 shots to fall in the first. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 15 points.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. On the tip. Oh, I can't believe he just did that.
Way up top. They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
From behind the arc. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Denver.
Their frenetic defense has been impressive, putting ball handlers on the defensive and turning them over as well.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
They're rushing things offensively, and their impatience has led to carelessness.
Ends up going with a new group. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that have been consistently dominant on the offensive end of the floor over the last month. The Nuggets, number 1.
It's been a long month for anybody who plays these guys. I mean, they've been shooting the lights out, and it's been game after game after game.
Rebounded by Butler.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Pass to Clarkson. Shot to end the cold streak. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Denver has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. 3-pointer. Hits the trifecta.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
That one falls. Lee's got 26 points.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Fires for 3. He drops it from range.
Once again, a turnover leads to points.
And they've really made the most of all those chances they've had from these turnovers. It's really driving their offense right now. Actually, it's their best offense.
Now here's Butler. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Yet another steal from him.
He's able to anticipate their every move.
An absolute pest on the defensive end. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 34 points.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
He buries it from 3.
All these turnovers keep them at a constant disadvantage on the defensive end.
We're seeing that here tonight. I mean, so many of their mistakes and miscues have resulted in easy baskets the other way because their defense can't get set.
Drills it from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, he's stacking up threes the way he is. I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And so it's Denver destroying the competition as they end the quarter with a colossal 40-point lead. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. Time for a quick break. then back to the action. Well, you talk about those players who have been in the grind. The undrafted scrapper Royce O'Neal takes pride in his story.
Thinking back from where I started, overseas, summer camps, mini camps, to where I am now, just an honor being in the position that I am. I'm grateful for the opportunity, so I can tell my story to the younger kids, just the journey, never give up.
Boy, Grant, O'Neal, such a competitor.
Oh, I love this kid. A 6'4" small forward, but as hard as he plays, you don't hear much about him being undersized.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. Eric Paschal is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Butler, then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Whiteside in at center, filling out the middle.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game.
And got it! Another basket!
One more 50-point game from him as he continues to move towards the top spot in the record books.
Man, I've never seen a season like this. Wow! Power it home!
Oh, wow! He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
And we saw players like Jalen Green skip college and go straight to the G League with the Ignite team. Clark, now prospects are leaving high school early to go pro.
Yeah, and I think they should have that opportunity and right to choose that option if they feel that's what they want to do, B.A. Not everybody is going to be able to make it to the NBA, but some can actually forego college and get their NBA or pro career started earlier, and they should have that right and option.
Here's Lee. Knocks down the triple. Lee's got 57 points.
Their transition defense has been porous. They're getting run over.
It's okay to give up a few if you're getting them back on the other end, but that hasn't been the case here.
Jumps up.
Man,
oh,
punch that was.
Bad intentions. Boom, he jams it straight down.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Outside Paschal. Here's Lee. Butler covering. And yes, another basket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Gay, the pass to Clarkson. In transition, here they come. Here's Lee. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
Their defense is getting run off the floor right now.
All these fast break points, guys, very concerning. They've yet to find an answer for it.
So both teams making some changes here. And so it's Denver showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm joined now by Coach Quinn Snyder, and they were giving you some trouble in transition. How do you slow them down?
Well, I think we had a couple early where we were in good positions. We just didn't make the right read, and that's the biggest thing. But more than anything, whether it's a make or a miss or a turnover, we just got to really sprint back and be urgent.
The sense of urgency is key. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Looking at Denver, Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
They played smart, they took their time and limited mistakes. When you value each possession, you eventually will get the shot you want. But when you lose the ball, you have no control over the destiny.
Shaq, what's your take on Utah so far?
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game. Maybe some guys were improvising when they should have been making the next pass, but hey, not looking good out there.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. They've got Aaron Gordon. He's out there with Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray out there with Michael Porter. And it's Lee in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second half of Michael Malone. Bogdanovich against Gordon. Pass to O'Neal. Murray against Gobert. And they double up Gobert. Just 2 to shoot. From the high post. Knocked away. And they converted last on attempt number 3.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Here's Jokic, 11 feet out, and he hits it. Jokic has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Love to see Mitchell explode like this on offense. A guy who has so much potential as an elite scorer.
Pass to Lee from downtown. Again! What an avalanche! 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Fires the 3. Pure from 3-point range. Lee's got 9 points now in the second half.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And here's the fast break. Yet another bucket. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss. I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The 3. Good. He hits again.
Incredible. 81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There's no slowing this guy down. He's on fire. Here's Lee. And good. There's another.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. And they're on the run. From the arc. Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in. Feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. Well, the players on two-way contracts getting expanded opportunities last season after the league eliminated the 50-game cap and permitted them to take part in the playoffs. The pandemic played a role. But, guys, teams are continuing to find contributors among these scrappy young players.
Well, it's all about opportunity. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Conley finds Gobert. Back to Conley. Now Clarkson, defended by Murray. Conley against Morris. Pass to O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. O'Neal's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. So the Jazz 5 right now. We've got Mike Conley. Hassan Whiteside is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Royce O'Neal, and it's Clarkson in a shooting guard. Here's Lee. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
The Jazz shooting has been great this game, 58%. Here's Lee, and he dunks it down.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. East rising and helium floating. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Hits the three-pointer. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Denver.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Another thing, they've not only caused a bunch of turnovers tonight, they've turned most of them into points.
Fires the three, and the basket by Lee.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
1:11 left in the fourth. Whiteside against Morris. Whiteside can't get it to go. Here's Lee. Oh, another one falls.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. The three, O'Neal, and the three-pointer goes.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Sinks it from distance.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
So Utah going with an almost entire new group. 17 seconds left in the fourth. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's House, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Lee into the lane.
Oh, my goodness! Whoa.
And that one is hammered home.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Joker, this team sits atop the Northwest and continues to find success against your division rivals, as we saw tonight.
That was one of our goals when we started the season. First, of course, the playoffs. Second was to win every game as possible in the division. So we're trying to do that.
It's great to see the goals start to come true. Thanks so much, Nicola.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. So long and good night, everyone.
What's up, everybody? This is the Professor. You're watching 2K TV.
Welcome to this special summer edition of NBA 2K TV. I'm Chris Manning here at the 2K Studios.
And I'm Alexis Morgan from sunny Las Vegas at Summer League. And it's a very special Summer League because it is NBA 2K23 Summer League. We caught up with some fans and, of course, the NBA draft picks.
Well, I'm sad I couldn't be there physically because I love Summer League. We get to see our first glimpse at the future of the NBA, and for those players, it's their first opportunity to get scanned into the game.
Yeah, we were there with them as they were getting scanned. Definitely a huge milestone, but it is hot in here, so let's take a look at the footage.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has shown over the years that he remains one of the most versatile stars in the league. He said, "I pride myself on being effective on both ends. I try to do it all, play the right way, and just get lost in the game. I'll do everything I can to win." And guys, there's still not much he can't do with his combination of size and athleticism.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows. Thank you. And a great time to check out the power rankings, see how the teams are stacking up across the league. You look at Utah, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And when I look at the Nuggets, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward positions. And it's Hartenstein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon out there with Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And there's Maverick. And it's Murray in at the point. Tip-off goes to Denver. From deep three-point range. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Outside for George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Well, the three ball has become one of the best attributes that Paul George brings to the table. Great form, great touch.
Porter dishes to Lee. Jokic trying to free himself up, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Knocked loose, and here we go. Lee heading to the hoop. And Lee with the stuff.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. George looking around. It's hauled in by Gordon. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game, a loss to Indiana. Murray outside. Lee outside. Drops in the tray. Lee's got 8. Now here's Jackson. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. To the wing on the left. And Marcus Morris with the 3.
Really good job anticipating the rising fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris.
Pass to Jokic. Lee with the ball. Lets it go with the 3. Hands it from downtown. He's got 11.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
On deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Denver.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Lee outside. From deep three-point range. And again, Denver with the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Lee against George. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee. So for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Powell in for Marcus Morris. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. George, that's a 2-pointer. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance and ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight?
Here's Jackson. Denver able to drain the 3. Here's Leonard. And Lee pulls it down.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
The tray. And again, Denver with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Clippers trail by 14. 1:25 left in the first quarter. Looking to end the run. And the layup by George. George has got 5 now.
But you have to respect the focus of Paul George, not letting the defense alter his shot.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Leonard. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Mann subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Lee outside. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
The pass to Zubac. Knocks it loose. And now here's Lee. The fast break opportunity. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And that's now 29 points for Maverick.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Mann passes to Zubac. And again, the Clippers turn it over. Denver leading by 18. Passes to Lee. Barton kicks to Lee. From downtown. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
LA's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. That's tipped. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Fires from the wing. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Lee's got 34.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so it's Denver, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we'll be back with you shortly. And the 2021 League MVP, Nikola Jokic, discussed what brought him to this point.
The hustle work, every day, twice a day. Just go out there on the court and do whatever you need to do to get better, and that's what I did.
You did indeed. Those long hours, Greg, in the gym are something the fans don't always recognize.
And even for a player like the Joker, who seems like a savant with the ball, it all comes back to the work.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Marcus Morris. Norman Powell is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the point guard.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. As a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have offensively.
And yes, it's good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Lee with the steal. There's the three. Another three for Denver.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Here's Kennard, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And how about finally being able to put an end to that 16-0 run by the Nuggets?
Another three for Denver.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Utah Jazz. Lee with the steal. Driving the lane, and Lee with the stuff.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Lee with the steal. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
And here are the Nuggets now. From deep. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And good, he hits it again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. So Denver ends up going with the hold. And so it's Denver, able to put on a show for the ages. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Back to the action after this word.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Looking at Denver, Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, they've been incredible from beyond the arc. They're scoring the three in bunches, sinking them at a high rate. If the defense continues to allow open looks in the second half, I'll keep saying, fire, fire.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. It's like they don't have even a game plan in place. Check out the field goal percentage. Well, that's not going to cut it out. I don't even want to talk about it.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And after both teams deciding to change it up. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. We've got Will Barton, Lee out there with DeMarcus Cousins. It's Najee in at the four-man position. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team. Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
They get a hand on it. Lee with the steal. Takes the three. Good, another from three. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Poked loose. Into the lane. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty. Now, you think about a guy like Norman Powell, who was really in the second round drafted because of elite athleticism and his defensive ability. But boy, has he turned himself into a scorer.
Jackson against Lee. Lee with the steal. Three-pointer. Denver the rebound. Here's Cousins. Jackson against Lee. And another one.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Lee with the steal. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lee's got 16 here in the second half.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Got a piece of it. Lee with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. And Lee with the stuff.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
23 seconds left to play here in the third. And another steal for him. His anticipated.
Oh, look out! Strong finish.
Wait, does he know this is a real game? That's a dunk you do in your backyard.
Yeah, but you can't get on that highlight reel in your backyard.
This is part of the reason we watch, for players and moments like this. My goodness gracious, how great is that?
And so it's Denver holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with George on the bench, here's who Teron Lue's going with. Robert Covington out there with Batum. And it's man in at the point. Lee with the steal. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And here are the Clippers now. Man passes to Covington. With the drive. And he gets the bucket.
When Covington stays in control on his drives, he can be so effective on the move.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Here's Lee outside. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Los Angeles has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Man passes to Batum. Poked away. 6 to shoot. Here's Man. Here's Covington. The shot, no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. Lee outside. For 3. It's good from long range.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And
Jokic with it. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lee outside. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Powell, the pass to Leonard to stop the run. And that one goes long. Here's Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.